Stephen A., like Michael Wilbon, among others, like are calling out LeBron about his, I guess, lack of taking responsibility. What do you make of that? And I'll ask you. Then we got a clip from Stephen A.
Yeah, man, it's tough. I mean, with him being who he is, you're the franchise of that team, number one, and you are the star player or that star face of the NBA until he retires. It's a lot of things that come with that, and you got to have the big shoulders to carry it. And sometimes cats don't. My thing is, with that situation, you brought the people there who you wanted there. So what you gonna do from there? Right. It's nobody else to blame it on.
Let's see Stephen A. I think we've got that queued up here.
We're not blaming him for the firing. What we're saying is you can't be as great as you proclaim to be, as we know you are, in today's NBA game, and be completely innocent and oblivious and distant, having nothing to do with the firing of yet another coach. That is impossible. That's all we're saying. But having said all of that, while acknowledging that that's a reality that he has to live with, there's a bigger narrative to touch on. And that is the fact that LeBron James has brought these debates on himself, Shannon, because of this insatiable appetite he has to control narratives. It's what he does. Nobody, I repeat, nobody, no star in the history of sports has gone about the business of methodically, systematically, continuously trying to control the narrative.
Yeah.
What do we think?
I mean, we know he has. We know Brian wanted to do that. As good as the player that he is, just to play with other people. When it's a different era. It's a different era, and on one point, he's using his star power. The man,
like leverage.
The man has star power, yes, as leverage to do a lot of things with, different organizations. Like, he ain't even with some organizations, and what they say, oh, we draft your son, Brian. We draft him if you come to us, because they know what that means if he goes. It's bread. They know it's coming. But
I guess along with that, don't that accountability come with it? If you're using it as leverage, don't that come both ways?
Yeah, it does. Like it does. It's two sides of the coin.
Happens, right.
It definitely is two sides of the coin. So it's like, let's say that year they won a chip in the bubble. Let's say they weren't able to get AD. He asked AD to come there, and, let's say they weren't able to work it out for AD to come there. You know what I'm saying? Would have been a whole different narrative. Probably would have been somebody else. He's asked and teamed up and wanted to play with a lot of other good players, like AAU type shit. But no, it is. But I mean, it's still, to me, I don't think, as far as what they're saying, I don't think it takes away from his greatness, though. Because shit, I don't give a fuck what they say. 40,000 points is 40,000 points, because you say what you want to say. That man scored 40,000 points, and no matter what you say about him, trying to be a GM player or GM coach, player, whatever, 40,000 points is fucking 40,000 points.
That's a lot of points.
You know what I'm saying? So, of course, in any organization, with him being a star player, you're going to take heed to it. You're going to listen to what he has to say, listen to how he feel. But one of the things that we used to hear back in my day was, we can't let the psycho patients run the asylum. So, and what that mean is, the coaches and the GMs and the owners and, the COOs, all that front office, if you got one or a couple star players, they might ask you, who do you think would fit best for this team? Who do you think would help us against this team, which is a burden for us in the playoffs or whatever?
Right.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Now, that don't necessarily mean I'm going to go do it.
Or that you're demanding you go get ABC.
But for Brian, yeah, they doing it. They doing it.